Good morning, everybody. Painblade back here again from Server 1, representing ISE and Tribes Lab. Today, guys, we're going to do the first edition of our Tribes Lab / Pain collaboration. And what that entails, guys, is essentially people from the Tribes Lab community and team have voted in a specific random mashup of a team and have asked me to use that team and see how they perform in Arena. So, I want to give a shout out to Z for setting this up. This is not the same and will not be confused with my other collaboration with the community, which is essentially using your team and then using my roster to mimic your team and then see how they perform at a max level. And then for me to rearrange your team, this is more of a, hey, let's put a random cluster of characters together. They're completely random and let's see how they do. So the way it works, guys, is the Tribes Lab community has had a vote for 3 different kinds of teams with random people in it. This is the team that won. So the team that won actually is a team with Deidara, Boruto, Neji, Hinata, and Rock Lee. And the video was supposed to be done a while ago, but unfortunately I've been busy doing other stuff, so I finally got around to it. So what I'm going to show you guys is what the team looks like right now. So what I did is I put those 4 units in the same team, and I've worked with putting my other units that I enjoy around them as well that I thought will complement them. So let's go through that real quick. So as you can see here, the 4 units, Boruto, Hinata, and Neji, and then Deidara on the bottom. Those are the 4 units that people voted for. So the reason why I have it set up this way is Boruto will essentially give Hinata and Neji a attack buff for the rest of the battle. He'll also buff himself. The reason why I have Hinata obviously enforced is she'll take advantage of the extra attack, and she'll do more damage to their crits. And then of course Neji provides chakra and more crit damage to them in the 3-man cell. And then of course Kakashi having the instant jutsu. Rock Lee is a great part to be in spirit because he'll be a little more tanky with the HP bonus, plus he'll do more damage with the damage increase. And of course Kieran's there to reduce damage reduction and provide an AoE stun just in case I need it. And then lastly, of course, Deidara in the bottom to give everybody crit rate up and crit damage up. And then of course I've got Heavy for the stun there as well too, and I've got Garo for protection. So I mean, if you compare this team to my usual team, you can see here I'm about 30k, a little less than 30k below power. This is my usual team. So I am missing a few key pieces that I normally have, like Mama Sakura. I'm missing, who else am I missing? I'm missing Naruto Kage. I'm missing You Are Naruto. But for the most part, I've got everyone else in here. So what I might do, guys, for the sake of my own sanity, is I'm going to go ahead and do 5 matches with this team. I'm going to have you guys watch. We're going to skip the matches, and we're going to use 5 different opponents. And we're going to see 1 win, 1 loss if I do lose. So 5 matches. Hopefully I win them all. We can look at 2 wins and see how this team succeeded and where it succeeded. But if I do have a loss, we're going to go ahead and look at the loss and we're going to look at the win, okay? So yesterday I did get first place. Chances are I will not get first place with this team today. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and take a chance. So we're going to start off with Onyx versus our opponent, and then we're going to work our way down, okay? So as you can see here, power difference is pretty high. So let's go ahead and jump in and put this team to the test and see how it does. So battle 1. So again, I'm going to skip this, guys, okay? We'll see how we do here from a skip perspective. And once I have all 5 matches completed, we will go ahead and actually review 1 of the wins and 1 of the losses if there is a loss. Okay, so let's skip. See here, my speed is a lot faster, obviously. Okay, so that's a win. I actually do want wins, obviously. I am still aiming to get first with this team. After 5 matches, I will switch back to my usual team, though. Okay, let's go with luck. Again, similar powers. These opponents are slower. I'm going to leave Boruto last because he is going to be the strongest opponent. He's currently the highest power on our server. I've been too busy focusing on other stuff, but shout out to Boo. He's been putting a lot of effort into his speed and power, so he's been my biggest competition for sure. So let's see how we do here. And luck, actually, shout out to luck as well. As you can see, there you go, my first loss. And I have actually never lost to luck in a battle before, so that's going to be an interesting fight to see what happened there. All right, so loss number 1. Let's go back and fight luck again, and we can see if there's a difference this time. And that's what happens, guys. I mean, if you don't have the proper setup for a team, there are chances that will happen. This is why my team is so optimal for me, my usual arena team. But again, we will review this and see what happened and why. Now, one of the biggest reasons could be the fact that my Neji is extremely underdeveloped. But we'll find out what went on there. So let's skip this. Okay, so a pretty big difference in the win this time. So we can review that one now. I will go ahead. This is my third match, so we will see who else is left here. Onyx. So you know what? Let's just fight Lucky. Let's just fight Boo now and get that done. You see the power difference is huge. As you can see here, Boo's team is insane. He's got a pretty buffed up Jiraiya, pretty buffed up Gaara, and a Kakashi. So I don't think this is going to be a win. I'll be surprised if I beat Boo with this team. But you know what? Anything can happen. So let's see. Let's hope. And the purpose of this, guys, is to kind of see how these random teams do together, right? So let's just skip this. Chances are this will be a loss. Oh, okay, it's a win. Wow, I'm actually very shocked that was a win. I lost to Luck, but I beat Boo. That's just so random. Okay, so that's four out of 5 matches there. And then we'll fight Javando. Now, Javando is a dark horse, guys. He's actually a really good player, so shout out to him. He is part of our alliance, and he's got a really good team set up. And he's got a really quick team, actually. So he does beat people out of nowhere, and you know people shouldn't sleep on him, especially in our server. He's a really good player. So shout out to him for this. Let's just see how we do here. So what I'll do is if I do lose, no, I won. Okay, surprised. Oh wow, my only loss was to Luck today. Okay, guys. So what we'll do now is we'll go back and we'll actually take a look at the Boo win, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the Luck loss and see what exactly transpired. Let's go back. Wow, this is rare. Okay, so let's look at the win and see exactly what happened. And I'll go through what the characters do for one another and how they complement each other. I'm assuming with Luck, it was probably just a really bad stun of some sort, but here we go. All right, so you know the Dara gives everybody crit chance, crit rate up, and of course Gaara is giving everybody guard rate up. So this is let's see how we get here. And get silenced. That's a good sign. Now this is the team here that's gonna lack a little bit in terms of power, because all 3 of these characters are really. So, oh, okay, that's awesome, because Boruto just gave everybody attack up. That's Cell, so you see Hinata died. That's a pretty big loss on that one. Now this team, I think, has an advantage here, because I do have Kakashi in the Cell, which will probably one-shot Rock Lee or Deidara. Of course. Okay, so stunning Gaara is a huge thing. So let's see if we can lose anybody. Nope, so we're good. Now, the reason why I chose the specific 3 characters that I have here is because they actually end up doing stuns very often. And there you go. You can see here Chidari Spear and C3 will either do an AoE stun or a single target stun. There you go. That's what I was talking about there. And then Gaara's dead, so it gives me the advantage. Now the good thing with this mashup is actually they really do complement each other. So again, Boruto is a great nuke, and he provides a well-needed attack buff to that Cell. And then you have Neji, who gives everybody chakra with his special. So there he goes, going to give chakra back to Boruto there. And then he also provides crit damage. And this is a pretty decent crit team, actually. That's another reason why I put these characters together. And then, so you see here, the Sannin are probably going to, unless I kill somebody here, they're going to pull off their special. So let's hope I do. I may kill someone here. Yep, there we go. So that blocks it. Perfect. So that actually explains my win there. Blocking that Sannin tribe. And again, guys, another reason why I hate tribes, but they're, you know, people have their own opinions. He's doing co-op now. Chances are I will lose somebody here in this co-op. Unless Gaara's buff protects us. But the reason why I set up this team, guys, they actually do complement the 4-character mashup, because a lot of my characters are crit characters. And see, he stunned me there, and so Gaara survived. And at the same time, I have protection using Gaara for the whole team. And lastly, I have Kirin to do AoE stuns and damage rate reduction, so those crits do a lot more damage. So this mashup actually worked out really well because of the complement that each character has from one another. Okay, so let's see if I can kill off some folks here. Yep. And you see my Boruto is underdeveloped, as is my Neji, but they're still doing really good damage because of the Cell makeup of that specific team. The fact that you're getting attack up and crit damage up from Deidara and Neji, those crits are doing a heck of a lot more damage than you normally would see. Alright, so Rock Lee is gonna die. Oh no, he lived, okay. Yeah, and that's another thing I don't like about Deidara, honestly. Like, as good as he is as a buffer, his damage is really lackluster. I find that having other characters that are T are actually better. Like Mama Sakura does more damage even though he's way higher in the power scale. So he's a great buffer, but in terms of damage, he's kind of lacking quite a bit. But his saving grace is, of course, all of the crit buffs and crit damage buffs that he provides. So he's definitely worth it. And of course, that stun is beautiful. So let's hope I can just finish this off here. And let's go see that surprising loss and what happened. I am shocked still. But you know what? Hey, shout out to luck. That's my first loss to you, even though it is a random team that I don't normally use. You actually ended up winning. So, I mean, we did make up for it with the win after, but, you know, in my server, one loss is all that matters. So let's take a look at the loss, guys, and see. So we know the benefit to that team. A ton of attack power, a ton of nuking, great crit damage, good AoE stun from Dadara, and obviously the buffs coming in from him are fantastic. But let's see what happened here. So something definitely caused this loss to happen, and I have a pretty good feeling it's that last group there with Gaara, Dadara, and Orochimaru for some reason. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the reason why I lost here. Excuse me as I sip my coffee. Let's see if I could be wrong. Yeah, no, I think this is the reason why. I think I got silenced here. Yep, there's a silence of Kirin. Now, if you guys don't know what silence does, it stops you from using jutsus and tribes or co-op for 2 turns. So that could be a really big reason why. Losing Heavy's a big one too. Okay, so I mean, it's starting to make a little more sense. But as you can see here, so the reason why I set this team up the way I did is Boruto is going to do his nuke, Hinata's going to do her nuke, and then Neji, if there's 6 or less people on my team, will get Chakra back. In this case, I still got 8 people on my team left, so that won't apply. But his buff does apply for crit damage up, so those guys will do a heck of a lot more damage. Okay, so there's a stun by him, so that's a good one. So, okay, so that makes sense. So the reason why I lost here is I did a co-op with 2, he did a co-op with 3. And honestly, the co-op that I'm doing right now and missing one extra person is probably the reason. He's probably going to attack Gaara, and Gaara, nope. There you go, yeah, and Gaara can take hits, guys. He's the best tank in the game. So, I mean, 2 versus 2 for... This might kill, yeah, Kakashi. Yeah, Gaara's insane for damage too. He's just the ultimate package, honestly. Like, if you guys have Gaara and have him 4-star, I highly recommend you build him. Yeah, and you can see here, it messed up my entire rotation. So this makes perfect sense now of why I lost. Probably won't get a stun off here, and then he's going to get 2 off. Yep, yeah, okay. Yeah, and so this is kind of the issue with this mashup as well. The only problem I have with these random characters is out of all 4 characters that were chosen by the Tribes Lab team, only 1 has a stun. And if you watch my videos, you guys know stuns are key to Arena. They are the ultimate utility into winning battles, right? And my team has 7 stuns, or maybe 6. This team only has 2. 3 stuns. So they have Derek, Kirin, Kakashi, and Heavy. So we have 4 stuns. So versus, I'm still missing 3 of my normal stuns, right? So that's a pretty big amount to be missing out on. And as you can see here, he's building his tribes gauge quicker because the formation now is set up properly, and of course the AI doesn't know what the heck it's doing. So this loss actually makes perfect sense now. So shout out to luck. Yeah, you actually ended up beating me. There you go. And I'm very surprised that we beat Boo, but I think that was because we also stopped his tribes. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Luck used to run a tribes, and I think he might have watched my video, and then he stopped running tribes, and he's running co-ops instead. And as you can see here, the co-ops are definitely helping him win this match because he's actually taking out my characters one by one, even though he's getting stunned on some of them, like, for example, Orochimaru. So yeah, guys, I'm going to go ahead and skip this video. But there you have it. So random mashup, very surprising results, I'm not going to lie. I actually do enjoy the team. The team's actually pretty good together, so they do complement each other with the attack ups, the crit buffs, and all the crit damage that's being pulled off. Honestly, again, that loss is very surprising. But there you go, guys. So we're going to continue doing these mashups randomly. I'm doing this for the community. It's not about winning these arena matches or not. The point is just to have fun and show you guys what different random characters can do with one another. So keep a lookout for this. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a guy showcase, and we're going to be doing the community's first ever Pain versus User. So Toe's team versus... I will be used 5 times to do an arena match, and then I will take his team and I'll rearrange it the way I think it's better, and we'll see who wins more matches. And if it's a tie between all 10 wins, we will, or even one loss and one loss, we will see which matches had the most HP left, and we will determine which formation is better, mine or his with his team. Alright guys, this is Payne. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk soon.